call it that on the exam? I'm not. If you do call it that on the exam, I'm not going to mark it wrong, because that's what she has in the manual. Okay. But most people call this germinal epithelium. It's just like a cuboidal epithelial coating on the outside of the ovary. And then right beneath that, there's like a connective tissue shell, and that's called tunica albuginea. And the testis of the male has the same thing. Okay, and it makes sense. You know, if these are homologous structures, you're going to have tunica albuginea in both the ovary and in the testis. So if we're like dissecting into the ovary, we would go through the epithelium, through the tunica albuginea, then we'd be at the actual functioning tissues of the ovary. And we divide them into the cortex, that's out here, that has your different follicle stages in it, and then the deeper tissue would be the medulla. And that's where the big blood vessels are. Okay. You know, I mentioned a broad ligament when we did the overheads. Broad ligaments like everywhere. It supports the ovary, fallopian tube, uterus. This is a part of the broad ligament. It happens to be called mesovarium. You don't have to know that. I just want to point out how complex the broad ligament is. This structure right here is the ovarian ligament. I think she does have that in the manual. So I could put a pin past to that. Okay, as far as follicle stages are concerned, like I said, it's going to appear to be kind of jumping around. Sorry about that. But around the age of puberty, we're going to have 200 to 400,000 primordial follicles out here in the cortex. On this model, we only show a couple clusters of them. They show some here, they show some over here. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, these are the primary follicles that respond to FSH. Okay, so this particular month, it's going to be these follicles and this ovary that will respond. So they're going to start to develop. And as they develop, obviously they're going to get bigger. They're going to go to about that size, and then maybe that size. Of the dozen or so that started to respond to FSH, typically one goes the full way. Okay, on about day 15, it becomes a tertiary follicle or graphene follicle. And like I said, it's sitting in one surface of the ovary, kind of like a blister, ready to pop open. Okay. What about the other follicles that started to develop? Well, they become aphratic. And that simply means they start to disintegrate. And you probably can't see this from where you are, but if you look at these growing stages, those two still have very discernible nuclei. That one, the nucleus is like exploded. Okay, this is an aphratic follicle. It's getting ready to just go by the wayside. Okay, so anyway, here we are, day 14, day 15. We have our tertiary follicle.